welcome back to the RV Rundown. I'm your host Barry, and this is the segment where we take a quick look at some of the hottest RV floor plans available on the market today. I'm standing inside a brand new Rockwood Mini Lite 2513S. This is a really cool floor plan for couples or solo travelers for a few reasons. One is under 6,000 pounds dry from the factory. Two, it only features one slide but feels quite spacious inside and has an awesome bedroom. We'll get to that in a second. And three, this thing is awesome construction. 6-side aluminum cage, fiberglass outer walls with Asdel interiors. You cannot beat it. It's got a lot of other cool construction things going on. Again, we're going to get to those. I'm excited about this thing. So let's just get right into it. Let's push on up into this front bedroom and take a look there. It's got dividers on either side of it, and this hosts a queen bed in the front cap here. One of the things that I really think is pretty neat that they've done is eliminated the traditional travel trailer style setup where we have a closet on both sides, really just kind of making this feel a little claustrophobic. They've eliminated one of those, giving us some nice shelves with power on either side, USB ports, and big storage here. We've got a hanging closet, but that's not the only one. They've done something really cool by putting a slide in the bedroom. The slide opens up and gives us plenty of hanging space and shelf space, just really expanding this tiny little trailer's ability to keep you out for even longer. They've added in little drawers and things off to the side. That's really nice, just giving us plenty of storage options. And of course, like many travel trailers, this does have storage up under the bed. Again, just showing off that construction. Notice it's aluminum framed down there. That's not just wood construction. We're set up to have a TV in the bedroom at the foot of the bed, directly across from the viewer, which is awesome. You're not craning your head to one side or the other. And they've left some space right at the foot of the bed. So for all of us really tall guys that usually hang off of it, it's not going to be a problem. You're going to be able to sleep in here. Pushing back up towards the front, we have what is basically our combined living room and kitchen. So they've done some really cool things here. Our TV sits directly across from our theater seating. The theater seating is awesome. It could potentially seat 3 people. That's very possible. We have these big recliners that come up and out. They've even incorporated a little bit of armrest / cup holders, and check that out. It's a charging station with USB ports. That's super cool because we all know that we like to play on our phones and iPads and other things. Now, they've done away with the head unit and given us a Connects TV. This thing's really cool. It's got a sound bar built into it. You can connect to it via Bluetooth with your smartphone and play your music straight through that. That's something different this year, but I really do kind of like it. That brings us into our kitchen where we have an L shape here. It's really neat, but it's got something else going on with it. Extensions for your countertop. They've included our sink covers here as well, which is just going to continue to give us more space. Pulling those up reveals the big double basin stainless steel sink. We've got that high faucet there, so filling up pots and pans, not going to be a problem. Magic Chef microwave up top, nothing special there. Just more storage and counter space reigns supreme here. Our 3-burner stove. This is pretty standard fare for an RV, but I like the fact that it does have that glass cover. Lots of drawers. Again, just lots of space for storing stuff. Off to this side, we have our refrigerator. Now, they've equipped this with a 12-volt GE refrigerator. That's pretty cool. This is bordering on residential. It has a lot of volume in there, and there's no shortage of pantry space in here. Check this out. They've used some dead space on the back side of the shower to give us all of this pantry shelving. That's really going to keep us out for quite some time. Now that leads us into our bathroom. This thing's really spacious. One of the things that I like about this is the shower. They've actually used a glass shower enclosure here, and at 6'3", I do fit into it quite nicely. This even has the shower miser system, which we've done a separate video on. We'll link it so that you can check it out. This helps save water in a boondocking situation by rerouting it into your fresh tank until it gets hot and then pops on. They've even given us some storage here in the form of this netting up top and some shelving over here too. The getting ready space, our countertop in the bathroom is really nice. It's very expansive. Again, more storage. We've got shelves. We've got our vanity there. And then over the outside kitchen outside, they built in this massive space for storing all of our towels and whatever else you might be able to think of. Again, storage is the name of the game. They've really built it in here inside of this mini Lite. I think it's pretty awesome. Now, I want to point out up front that we have even more storage. I just keep saying that word, storage, storage, storage. For such a small unit, this is loaded up with it. There's an electric fireplace down low. They built that in as an additional heater. This is going to supplement that gas heat in the winter and really keep this thing warm. Right here by the entry, again, more storage. We've got drawers and other space. But something that I want to point out that I think is super cool that they've switched to this year is the We RV interaction pad as soon as we come through the door that controls all of our lights, all of our slides, our awnings. They're physical buttons. So when you push it, it clicks. It's not a touch pad. It's really easy to use, but it also has Bluetooth interactivity. What that means is it has an app that we can run things on from our phone if you so choose to. This is the perfect blend for the future of RVs, in my opinion. Next to it, Go Power Solar. This is equipped with a solar panel up on the roof. This is going to feed into our battery system and keep it topped off. I think that's awesome. Let's run the slide in real quick and see what this thing looks like with the slide in. All right, so with the slides closed, we have access to the bedroom just fine, which if you wanted to get in and take a nap, you have the potential to do that. The mattress does kind of block us from getting into our closet, it looks like from here. Now, the rest of it, as far as the kitchen goes, I think there's some people that are probably nimble enough to make their way across the couch and into the kitchen to get into that refrigerator. But the pantry over there is definitely blocked off and you're not getting into that bathroom. So you're definitely going to have to run the slide out a bit if you want access to the bathroom, pantry, or really just using the kitchen outside of using the sink from this side. It's okay, but it's not the best with the slide all the way closed up. But most people aren't using it like that anyway. It's just something that happens when you're on the road. Let's pop outside and check out some of the features there. It's no wonder that people love these Rockwood mini lights. They are extremely feature rich, and the 2513S is no exception to that rule. At the very front of the camper, something I'd like to point out is that the pass-through storage on this is absolutely massive, and that's thanks to a drop frame. They've actually extended the frame down below the standard bit, which gives us even more volume inside. You'll notice that there's a table in there. There was no dining table inside, so they've given us a folding table that can be used outside or inside for various purposes. Magnetic catches on the doors keep them from swinging closed on you in the wind. And we mentioned that there's solar power on the roof, that 200 watt panel and the 1000 watt inverter. But here, in case you were parked in the shade, we have the ability to hook up solar on the side, which means we can plug into this little port and drag a panel out into the sun. I think that's pretty cool. Another neat feature on these Rockwoods is the frameless windows. People love those. They look really nice. At the entry, we have our step above solid step entry. We have a big grab handle for getting in and out. Rockwood wants to make their campers look good, so they're putting them on really nice rims. And that brings us back here to the back of the camper where we see an excellent outside kitchen. This is flanked by those outside speakers so that we can have our tunes on. There's all kinds of things going on here. So to get started, we have a great little table system here. This is something we see on most all of the Rockwood products, whether it's Geo Pro, E Pro, Flagstaff. They give us this little rail where we can hook things up. In the Mini Lite here, they've gone ahead and given us a TV backer plate and put up a TV mount outside right next to our satellite and cable out, as well as power supplies. And then the kitchen itself, once we lift this hatch, which is complete with slam latches, features a 2-burner stove, a sink, a nice big electric refrigerator with a freezer compartment, 2 LP outs which run both the double burner here and our griddle. I love this because making bacon in the morning stinks up the inside of the trailer. It always feels like there's grease on the walls when you're done. This keeps it all outside, which makes it easy to cook all sorts of different things. If you go on a fishing trip and do a fish fry, you're not going to stink up the inside of the trailer. Pushing around to the back side, I want to look up under it and notice that we are on electric stabilization jacks. That's a really nice feature. They run down at the touch of a button and really keep the camper very still. We have a ladder heading up to the roof. This is a fully walkable laminated roof. It has aluminum trussing. Earlier I mentioned 6-side aluminum. That's really true. It doesn't stop. On the roof, that's aluminum trussing up there as well. And up there you'll see that we have Max Air vent covers over all of our vents. A really awesome feature that lets you run them in the rain. We have an outside shower back here, spare tire. Our point to hook up for black tank flush is back here as well. And then down below, we have a 2-inch receiver hitch. This is not for tandem towing. This is more for accessories. It has a 300-pound hitch weight. So putting on bicycles or maybe like a firewood rack, that's what we're thinking here. On to the off-door side, right here at the back, we have our city water connection as well as cable and satellite in, our main power connection for running shore power to the vehicle, and then down below that, so it's all in one place, we have our sewer connections. Up above on the slide, I want you to notice that this is coming with slide toppers. It's been optioned in that way. I think that's a great luxury upgrade for a camper like this with all of its other features. Building onto that storage space that was just kind of empty on the inside where they couldn't get access, they gave us a little compartment out here. I think that's a great way of just using dead space. A lot of manufacturers won't take the time to carve that out. Back up towards the front, and we see that closet slide sticks out above the access to our other side of our pass-through storage, going all the way through. Again, just big access from either side. We have our switch right up here for running our docking lights, and then we have our fresh tank fill right here up at the front. So this is going to allow us to fill up the tank for going boondocking. Dual 30-pound LP tanks, nice big ones there, an electric tongue jack up front. And this is equipped with a battery box capable of hosting 2 large batteries. So whether you wanted to run your AGMs or if you wanted to run lithium, you have that as an option. We have a molded fiberglass front cap, and we've got this great diamond plate down low for rock deflection. They've given us other nice little features too. This cool little printed, I call it a hooky-doo because it's a great way to organize just your chains and your 7-pin. It's just a cool little feature that's on the side. Overall, I really do like the 2513S. I think it's a great floor plan for couples or solo travelers. It has loads of features that just make it awesome for staying out on the road. It's one of those that I feel like you have to see in person to really get the vibe of it. You can do that by swinging by Southern RV in McDonough, Georgia. If you love our content, please like and subscribe. We could use it and we really do appreciate it. And until next time, guys, happy camping.